Hi, my name is Deepanshu, and I'm from Electronics and Communication branch. And our project is automated text minuting and summarizer for meetings.
Hi, my name is Aryan. I'm from Electronics and Communication branch.
Hi, my name is Parul. I'm from Electronics and Communication Engineering branch.
Hi, my name is Praduman Arora and I am from Computer Engineering branch.
So let's begin with the demonstration. So since our project is on like providing the minutes of meeting, firstly I'd like to discuss what's the basic difference between the minutes and summary of a meeting. So in summary, like we get the overall idea of what has been discussed in a meeting. Like it's just an overall document of getting overall idea of like randomly collective topics of that have been discussed in a meeting. But in minutes, the timeline gets preserved here, and like we get summarized topics in the order of how and each actual user said during that meeting. So we get a clear idea and more informative idea of what like had been actually discussed in that meeting. So for services like the technological services that we use for library specifically use like Python, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript like for the front end of the web app, and backend implementation was done using the Python. And for libraries, we specifically use for backend Python library. The Android app has been developed in Kiwi library, and the ML framework works in TensorFlow. And we use some of the services of AWS for which Boto3 library comes into play. For like other frameworks, we use like REST API for connecting the front end and back end integration of that. The database framework used was MongoDB, and as I said, like some of the services of AWS were used, specifically AWS Transcribe and AWS SES service. Coming to the deliverables, we have two deliverables: a web app and an Android app. So I'll play the video demonstration for that. This one's for the web app. It's a simple plain UI. Here you can enter the credentials. Upon bypassing through the login page, here comes the upload file button. Like it's a like simple page, so that all the process becomes hassle free. You can specify your name, email, and like what type of minutes do you require. Like you want detailed minutes or concise minutes, you can specify your over here. And additionally we also have provided like translation for the minutes. Like if you want translation into French or German, and you can specify your meeting file over here. Upon finally submitting the file, we receive the output file of the minutes through email. And the email that we receive, like this is the example of minutes file that we actually receive. You can see that different persons, like what actually a person is saying, it gets like preserved over in the minutes file, which is not the case in the summary. Like you can see the timeline here. In the timeline you can see like initially the person 0 is speaking, then person 2 is speaking, and person 4. This whole gets recognized during the like generation of the minutes. And like a similar frame like UI has been created for Android framework as well. This is the demonstration for Android app. Initially we get the login page. You can specify your login credentials over here, and here comes the upload button, upload file page, which is similar to that of Android app. Your email name should be specified, and a drop down has been provided for translation, and you can select your file like after browsing over here. Upon selecting the file, like once you select the file, you receive a pop-up over here that thank you for choosing our service, and you are redirected to the main page again. So after some that, like similarly after submitting your request through Android app, you'll receive the output file and the email. Like the output is received in a similar way for both Android app and the web app. This is like the output that we receive through email. Here you can we can see that we get the links for downloading our files, and we get a unique process code for each of our requests. Like for different files, we get a unique code through which we can correspondingly find like which file corresponds to which of our request. So coming to the like working of our model works in like four different stages. ML model. Initially, like we eliminate all of the redundant. Like firstly, we get the transcript using AWS transcribe service. The MP4 video is converted into like text file, like the transcript which we get, and that transcript is like after that, like we eliminate the redundant words from that using BART language model. and we divide that the received transcript into different segments of 1024 maximum tokens, and these tokens are later summarized. After summarizing all of these tokens using BART summarizer language model, we receive now, like at this stage we have received generated the actual minutes, but these lack adequacy. For that, a text rank model comes into play, for which like rearranges the lines of the summary, the minutes that we have generated, into a like sophisticated file through which becomes an actual meaningful minutes file. Like it ranks according to the importance of each sentence, like which sentence should be coming in the first, and after that like which sentence should follow that, so that overall it becomes an actual like meaningful file. Here comes the text rank model into play. So this is the final file that is actually generated. And for scope and future perspective, like this topic is already an like trending research topic for MNCs like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and Meta. Zoom has already like created a similar system and released in their app. And for our model specifically, it's like scalable, since we do not like keep on hold users. We just take their requests and that are kept into queue, and like since our model is heavy, it like sequentially processes different requests and keeps on sending after processing through email. So like we can like handle multiple requests at a time. Like despite being a heavy model, our actual project is scalable, and the results like our results are also reliable, since like you can see the root scores over here, and these scores are like out of like currently existing public models, these are the second highest scores that we have achieved till now. And for future perspective, we are thinking to like work upon multi-model techniques, where we can like use both video as well as audio for generating the minutes file. That's all from our end. Thank you.